Let's be honest. They don't even have good enough computers in that series to run damage.
What's happening with Tony Stewart series, by the way?
Have a good race.
It's coming.
This year.
Summer, yeah. CBS.
Marco Andretti and Michael Waltrip joined it.
Oh yeah.
Michael Waltrip did. I was just expecting like to have some idea.
Hey, don't
Like a
touch my
car?
butt in the keyhole, please.
Yeah, they haven't shown the car yet.
Yeah,
Oh, they showed rendered, didn't they?
something.
No, they showed
That's
it's
what
like
she
it wasn't the real car, because if that was, it looked like one of those fake ass Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah, I just want something, some kind of like I don't even know. Do they have a logo? I have no fucking idea.
I could be lining up behind the 121.
I don't know the name of it though. Was it?
It's SRX Superstar Racing Experience. I have the logo right here.
Face cars off. Be ready.
Oh god.
Ready.
Sounds like
God.
a $5 PlayStation Now exclusive.
So are we gonna watch Changing Lanes? Because the leaders flat out change lanes.
Well, changing lanes was not the problem.
Changing lanes is fine as long as it doesn't cause.
How the hell did they get there without hitting each other?
Oh no. Just, okay, I was going to say they're
Never mind.
wrecking already, but
Never mind, he's dead. Anthony's dead. He's alright. He'll be fine.
I'm scared.
You're scared. I'm not sure if the feature is going to actually take off like it's supposed to.
Who's the 23? They got the wrong fucking numbers on it.
Oh, there were a couple people in the Lambo that didn't have the right ones.
I mean,
Right
you change them every week.
clear.
It's hard to keep up.
Well, fuck the Lambo, 'cause it doesn't matter now. But...
So if this guy wins, can we strip him of the win just to make a point? Like FIA's.
He's not going to get points.
I mean, was he really in it for the points anyway?
I'm guessing not. If it, at this point, that's why the next
Ask Paul
race ban.
be like, hey, he's on your team and other things.
Oh, he's on the
Like-
they're on the team now in this.
What?
On the same team in this.
25.7.
Oh, are they?
Revo Satellite Racing.
I didn't know they were, because I wasn't putting them up for the points. Oh, Corey,
Corey's dead.
I saw that.
I saved it. Kind of.
Because you were still in the car.
Kyle. Sorry.
What did Kyle do?
Kyle is like the most
No, I thought I'd give you
critical
room.
of the way people.
Front of you,
Why are they
front
going
of you,
too
front
wide?
Who?
Oh. That's fine.
Up,
I know what you mean, Eric. I said that last week. Kyle's the worst one, and then he's the one who's always in it.
The
Every
worst
week.
one for criticizing the way people like race and drive and like incidents that happen. Like, but you go back and look, and he's the one causing a lot of the contact.
Yeah, or driving into it wide open.
What are you doing?
Bloody wanker.
And Don Unterkuffler is similar. In that suggestion box thing, like you know, wrote basically a paragraph about like how he thinks that there's some issues with just the overall mentality of how people are racing and whatever. But then and talking about how he takes weeks off because he needs to just not be as frustrated. Because he gets frustrated with it and everything. He doesn't want to just be frustrated every week. And then you look at like half the races, it's like, yeah, but when you aren't getting wrecked, you're also part of getting yourself wrecked. So like, how much of that frustration is actually warranted?
It's a tough call with some of them.
Yeah, it's like, well, like how can I trust that like your frustration is coming from only the fact that you get wrecked out by others, not the fact that when you don't, you're wrecking yourself?
I feel like 85% of the wrecks from everyone are just like, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, when I hit the
Chill.
curb,
Like, just chill. Like, most of the dumps are just like, why'd you stick it in there? You knew it wasn't gonna work. Maybe they're not used to prototypes?
I mean, maybe, but that doesn't solve.
But they still do the same shit in Lambos.
Yeah, it's still the same types of incidents. I wouldn't say Lambo has been drastically cleaner. It's just they've just gotten less protests.
It's been better than I think this.
Yeah,
I think you also have more reaction time too in those cars to kind of like see it coming when someone's gonna fly.
I was very surprised to see that there were no protests in the race last week. Then I was like, wait, there was really nothing that went on here.
I mean, I could protest the guy ahead, I guess.
look
That
at
will
those
require me to
the two actual incidents.
What?
Look at the two actual incidents and stuff that we were kind of split on.
Oh, I did look at him. And I was pretty much cooked.
Yeah, just the one with Zach moving over and
Yeah, see, like, Cody could have done a lot more, but
he could have done more, but also
didn't. But also,
I'm thinking, I don't know what you want, what you expect. And if you say, well, I only did that so that I didn't wreck the guy ahead, it's like, well, Cody only put himself in the position that hit you because you moved in front of him, so he didn't wreck you. But it just, happened that it happened.
Shit
anyway.
happened.
So, like, I kind of
also the one with in the turn one, I was like, I felt like even without the net code, he was gonna hit him.
that one I didn't feel that strongly about.
No, but I was like, I didn't know if it was penalty worthy, but I felt like just how far.
Just the amount of space in between them, that's where I was like, I don't think that I don't know that they would have touched no matter what.
Spin. He's on the left.
I can't believe I just hit the fucking curb.
I can.
Was it not on an apex?
I just cut it too close.
Exit turn one must be a bitch because everyone is spun out there.
Is Jackson Robilard's paint scheme like a throwback to that Honda team from Formula One before it
Oh.
Fun?
What was it, a Honda?
It was Honda that started to go away, and then I think that's the team that was bought and became Braun.
Like the earthy kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had. Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Paul Darwin for the lead on Thiandra. Well, all three of them are still stuck together, so this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Star's coming back.
Clear. Left side. Clear. Good job.
It's gonna be a good broadcast finally. Oh, I thought he was gonna miss.
1 minute 14.
Pretty good broadcast. They found enough to pay attention to.
Yeah, right. I mean, like for the win.
Yeah, in this one, yeah, definitely.
Like DJ's just kind of waiting.
I'm expecting race 2 to be an absolute fucking mess.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, how many cars do we have in here?
25 or 27.
29. Not racing, so 28.
Well, I'm in there.
That's best so far at this point of the season, attendance-wise.
Left side.
Usually we'd be down.
Now that we're
to
back to like
low-
real race
Still
tracks.
there. Clear.
Watkins Glen, I think it'll be back up.
Possibly. I could see us getting over 30 for both series there. Hopefully not the fucking 40 that we got last time.
Oh my. Yeah.
Fucking park.
We're doing the same thing about not letting people join after a certain week, right, Eric?
Yeah, I was kind of targeting the off week being like that's second half of the season, and like everything's fucking set.
Also, I noticed, like, because we talked about it, we talked about going back up to 3 drop.
15.4.
What does it say?
The rule book, it says 2.
Okay, we can just make it 3.
Yeah.
No one else
On your
read
left.
it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Clear.
No, except for those people that are like, hey, I noticed that it said 2, but I went and read it again, and now it says 3.
Did you screenshot it? Because if you didn't screenshot it, then... Also, there's
Yeah,
a little
I
thing
did.
at the bottom that says subject to change, so... Even NASCAR has that rule. So.
Fucking Andrew Waring's still fucking spicy about the Monza bullshit.
Oh, with, James?
Yeah, and then he finally messaged me after I was like, dude, I really don't give a fuck what you have to say anymore. I'm not here to. I have got no reason to think that I have to like prove anything to you. I was like, you want to make these certain bullshit arguments and stuff, then go. Did I tell you what he said about the iRating thing?
No.
He was questioning
14.02.
James's iRating and Tom's iRating, because Tom was like at a 29 something, like he's almost over 3,000 when he signed up. But the rule was if you're under 3,000, or then you're a silver, and you don't get changed even if your iRating goes above and crosses over and whatever mid-season. So James's iRating's only like 2,300 or whatever, but then he started like talking about the way that I was interpreting the rule book, and said it's like, well, technically, like the rule about iRating doesn't even specify that we're talking about road iRating. So I could argue that because his oval rating is over 3,000, that should be disqualifying from being an AM. And I was like, go ahead, because then I'll argue that his dirt iRatings are nothing. So yeah, so he's super AM. So I don't know.
Did I
what
average all these together?
I was like, you think that's an that's a winnable argument? Go for it. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, honestly, with the way that they did
1 minute 13.
MTech ratings in the first place.
5 more times.
Yeah, I was like, take the argument, dude. Go for it. Like, don't talk to me about it. Talk to somebody who cares.
Alright, so was that all he said? But you said he's not
No,
messaging you?
Still just was on it about the idea that like I was only had the opinion that I did because I was trying to do what was best for. Oh Jesus, that was close.
Yeah.
I was only interested in like what was good for the team and everything, and I just stood by the fact that it was like, well, I've talked to Mike privately. Like I'll talk to Wayne. And the only two that I actually have any reason to care.
Leader just wrecked.
Paul?
Oh, yeah.
Paul went off in the
Final corners.
Keyhole shit.
I was like, they're the only ones that like I have any need to care that they actually understand where I'm coming from, and that it wasn't just like a selfish ploy to abuse my position. And because like I don't really care if you think that, and I have no control over whether you think that or not. It's like, I mean, I didn't say it, but like, it's so obvious that his stance was specifically about what's best for his team and their chance to win the championship. It's like, if you're saying that because this is allowed, even though there's no reason it shouldn't be, that you're going to take advantage of it as a loophole for the final race to try to make sure that your team wins the championship, then you're admitting that this has nothing to do with like your integrity as what you think as like a competition committee admin or anything like that. It's all about what's best for your team when it comes to like winning races in the championship. It's like, and that's not where I'm coming from.
Come on!
So it's just like, don't attack me on integrity, and then in doing so show that you have none yourself.
Which you already did that by taking advantage of the car changing rule.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's another aspect of it. Because they all showed up in Corvettes
1 minute
rather than Ferraris.
14.2.
And that's funny, when I talked to Philip Morton, who's part of the Texans team that's in it too, and got his opinion. And his, like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, what you said sounds like, that sounds perfectly fine with me as long as there's no rule against it. Whether it was intended to be there or not, like, it's not there, so, like, you can't do anything about it at this point. He's like, what I have an issue with is, like, why is he complaining about that, but he took advantage of the loophole that people weren't locked into the cars and are doing that and then complaining about this. It's like, what's that about?
Here we go.
I had a nice long conversation with Phil, too, about my comment about their whole team.
I was wondering how that went.
It went fine.
I figured you were probably going to make it worse.
No, I just went, like, I told him very bluntly,
they're the ones that are the pain in the ass.
Yeah, I was like,
But that's my opinion too. Like especially Cam Down.
see, like, the only person, like, when he asks, like, specific drivers, like, the only one I can, like, tell you for sure is, Harry Stadler.
Yep.
But, like, it's just, in general, that whole,
Often
those
we-
paint schemes.
He is often on the protest sheet after major events.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
But, like, for me, it's like, just those cars are the ones that I notice making, even if they're not, like, causing wrecks, they're making bad moves.
Making bad
Drew,
moves,
I'm sorry, I could not get it slowed down. I was on the brake.
ill-advised moves.
Right. So, I was like, I didn't mean
Don't
for it
worry.
to come off like I was attacking you or, like, calling you guys out. It's just I'm very blunt when I say things sometimes.
White
So,
flag this time.
Yeah, because I totally agree. Their prototypes are like fucking. It feels like you're looking out for a dart without feathers coming from behind.
Yep.
You know that they're behind you, and for me, it's Cam Dance. But I
I don't
also
think we touched it. It's all good.
have seen him.
Oh, contact.
Other
Yeah, that was my fault.
Uh-oh.
Twice this got spun out.
Oh, we definitely had contact. My car drives like a boat now, but it's fine. It was my fault.
14.064.
Not yet, Jack.
That's weird, 'cause I didn't even get a 0x contact.
Yeah.
Or did DJ come down on him?
DJ was taking that line all, like, that's just how, because I realized
That's why
after
keyhole
that,
line.
yeah, like, I was taking that line after I saw him do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of met in the middle, really. I mean,
yeah, I don't think that I can really put that.
he didn't come off the
I
curb.
can see DJ protesting it anyway, but to me, it's like you're gonna leave it open. You should expect on the last lap of the race, you should expect him to go for it. And
Be really, really.
if you're Zach, then at that point you're like, well, my nose got up there and he closed the door on me. That's on him.
Why do people stop right at the end of the tree?
Yeah, I mean, he was.
Good race, Chris.
I don't know if I would have left that line open on the last lap. P19, Corey, P19.
Fuck!
Good job.
Check the flag.
Good job.
But Paul's kicking himself.
Alright, good job on pit road. You did a good job on the track today. Sorry. We'll get these cars figured out sooner.
That's a piss. I did that too.
Me too.
But I mean, I got dead. I went from dead last and climbed my way back to 19th with the help of certain things. So still yet though, sucks. All right, here we go. It's time to dive.
Swear to God. I'm
You got him? Anybody got him?
No, you said to message them, so I'm messaging
I
them.
refuse to serve this EOL.
I'm taking you with me.
Alright, Robbie Gordon.
Alright, you're gonna have to come around this.
Thanks, guys.
Come around this 60.
Did that last
Roll
week,
here, man.
too.
Have fun.
1X.
Done. We're done for the day.
Short pit stop.
Hey, guys, off. You ready? Ready. Green flag.
Yeah, pace thing. Yeah. This is just gonna be.
Shouldn't be right. They should all be broken up by now.
What?
Wait for the braking. Oh god. Oh god, I see it way up there and turn.
Ooh.
I
The
don't know.
leader.
Whoever was second place.
And that was Netco.
Like Morelli.
Didn't touch him on my screen. It just
Yeah.
coated him.
It's one of those things where
One on the right
there's no
side.
reason, in his perspective,
Still there.
looking at because he's in the car, he wouldn't think that he couldn't go up inside.
Still there at your door.
iRacing decided to come in.
Yeah, that was just
Still there.
the way the car
Clear.
even spun. What the fuck?
What did that miss over here? People in the grass? still spinning out.
Oh boy, I think Montello just lost it in front of DJ. And,
Oh, somebody just got punted behind him. Cameron.
I'm good.
22.3.
yeah, what's gonna happen? Okay, so
That was a good one, my man. Good one. Keep it up.
I mean, well, yeah, this was just all bad. This was bad.
They're like going like 10 miles an hour, do they? You love me some invert.
What the fuck happened with?
On the left side.
Whoa, that's scary.
Still there.
Cameron Delve just came to a complete
Clear.
stop in a, like that corner.
Left side. Still on your left. You're clear.
He's going in and saw Montello.
Yeah, but no, it's just like
That's what I like, man. You get that nose dirty up there.
Really?
Oh boy.
what the? Why are there?
Cody got turned again? Oh my. Oh my. Who was that?
Jake, get off the track, bud.
That, okay.
Jake Gordon?
Yes, he needs to move.
1 minute.
Is he the number 16?
974.
Yeah, he just came
Good,
through
man,
the
you got your
grass.
rhythm.
Yeah, I
Here,
stopped
Cody.
right.
I mean, I don't.
That was on him. Like, he could have avoided that.
I'm trying to tell. Like, you'd think by the time he got out of the gravel, he'd be able to like slow it down. It just looks like he doesn't.
No, it's like trying to get back on the track. Yeah,
You could
no.
have stopped in the gravel, not on the grass.
I mean, if you look, it's hard to tell, but he doesn't put the brakes on until after he crosses the tire barriers on the left-hand side of the track.
Yeah. Because
So he
he
was
takes
trying
off,
to get back
gets
out.
on the gravel, then he's just trying to get back on track.
Flag. Not removal. Poor Cody. Netcode turned and speared.
This is why we yell out.
It didn't work.
Extension
1 minute.
BL and then front number, right?
13.62.
Please right click his name, do flag flag.
Oh no. He's off the grass again.
It doesn't need to be a drive through, it could be a stop and hold.
Exclamation, black, space, car number.
Space Larson.
Number, then car number.
Never seen this racetrack before.
I guess not.
It's not that damn hard.
I mean, his lap times aren't all that bad. I mean, looking at his practice times.
Yeah, you can put
Like, in the 13s and 14s and whatever, he's already qualified.
I mean, he had his grass on his tires. From gritting, driving.
Hey Corey,
Yo.
go up there. Come on.
Oh, there's a gaggle from about 10 thrown up right there.
1 minute. 13.827.
Nothing to teach.
Where is DJ?
He fell back. Or he didn't gain more positions than.
I know he was like 7th when I saw him.
Started 17.
Oh,
Come on.
Oh,
Fuck the
that's
hell.
some freebies.
These people.
Hey guys, hold your brakes when you're spinning out on track, please.
I don't think his tires are touching the ground.
What the hell was that? They just bounced off each other.
I thought we agreed a 25 driver invert was too much, but oh well.
Pretty quiet about it in the admin discussion.
It's like the 67 kind of
I don't know.
into him.
Yeah, 67 just kind of turns in and gets Jackson out of shape. And that.
77 has nowhere to go.
1 minute 13.786.
That netcode love tap almost ended in disaster.
Yeah, I'm voting to go down to like 17.
Maybe the top 10.
Where's Ryan at? Ward,
Which one?
74.
He's in 10th, losing position.
Dead to me.
Well, yeah, I knew that. I'm just trying to.
In the grass, almost. Jesus.
You're definitely gonna need to do some work there. Alright.
Well, I'll turn fingers.
Yeah, it happened last week too, didn't it? Just like, you know, a disappointment.
That's what my parents say.
1 minute 13.908.
Did Gord's
What the fuck did he do now?
just
Was I blinking, DJ?
I think he protested his
No,
his
you weren't
black
blinking.
flag.
I just charged a little too hard. Sorry about that.
Just
That's
go
fine,
watch
it's
the
funny.
last time he was on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, I don't remember who I hit, but I'm sorry I was sliding. I wasn't trying to rejoin.
1 minute 13.742.
It looked more like you didn't do anything to try to stop yourself from going back on track.
Left side.
Pretty much.
Clear.
Oof, that was close card.
That's probably where he's getting me. He breaks a lot later than I do. And I feel
Well,
like,
yeah.
well, I feel like I'm doing pretty late.
Well, you gotta go later.
I'm afraid.
I know.
Here comes the move. Nope.
You have to like
side. And clear.
strap those blocks to your feet, pull up your big boy pants, and just fucking brake later.
He's gonna get me.
That's what you said to that alleyway person. You're probably streaming, so I stopped myself real quick.
Alleyway person.
I have to wait till I go over that hump, and then I floor it.
1 minute 14.138.
All I know is you're holding up, Carter.
Running the shit though.
Or you
Take-
like that.
hope that the winner's not going to be...
Fuck,
Did
my
I
bad,
just
that's-
take another
my
dude
bad.
out?
Oh my. They are flipping.
Oh, you're better than that, Si.
Oh yeah, he totally just destroyed them.
I am, and I have no explanation for that.
He killed Kyle.
Oh my god, they killed Kyle.
You
I mean, he just
I
flat
had
out.
fucking clip to hold up to a mic.
What the fuck was he doing?
I mean, you can do it.
Working on it, but the lack all this time is just making it awkward when I finally play it.
Yeah, now it's out of place. that a penalty? I mean, I feel like that's a penalty.
Yeah.
One minute 13.535.
Thanks for the hit there, Mitch.
No, it doesn't
I had a
work.
comment,
It's
right? I
not
was
even
trying to stay
Kyle,
clear of
it's
the
Kenny.
Yeah, but there is one where he kills Kyle. And I found
No
it,
worries.
and I put it
Just wanna
in
make
the
sure you knew.
boxing ring. And tagged Sai.
You just needed to know that you knew that you fucked up.
We black flag,
Is that the car that they're using
what?
in the SRX?
That's the only image of a car for SRS.
Isn't it racing on dirt?
Dirt, short ovals.
Like, if that's
One minute
what they're going for, then I like it, but
0.8.
I don't see that car racing on dirt.
That's why I don't know if this is the actual car, but that's the only image. Is anybody gonna black flag him?
Wow, sorry, I was watching that battle. Mitch and somebody hit somebody. Sounds good, This is number 67.
Yeah. Do you just not want to have your name attached to these black flags?
No,
no.
I thought, because Thomas mentioned it, but then I was looking at,
What is the exclamation?
black space.
I thought it was exclamation L space and then like the pound sign in his.
I'll do it.
Oh my god. Like you just right click black flag. Actually, you could give them the penalty, and then once they get on pit lane, you can clear it.
Yeah, Carl, that's basically what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
1 minute 13.333.
But then you went on talking about SRX, and I started looking at that and other pictures, and then I just shut up.
Reasons. I mean, it's not getting points for this race anyway, right?
I mean, was actually doing alright for once.
Right side. Clear?
Have a good race.
Thomas, I'm gonna pit in this lap just to give you a heads up.
I thought he said he is actually having a good race.
Oh, it sounded very sarcastic,
That's what I thought too.
or jaded, or
They hit each other, so
who?
Drew?
yeah, they're all three together. They're like three wide. One time they kind of bounced off each other. Actually, looks like Drew turned into Mitch.
1 minute 14.3.
Oh, turn one.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't really lead.
The fuck was? No, what was Mitch thinking?
On what?
Going into the carousel, there's like, it was a me move in an official race,
What lap?
and Drew, Kyle, and I think Anthony. Oh, Devin Bosch.
He made a move he would yell at other people for making.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he would have been fine if Devin didn't turn left
Turned
for
into
some
him.
reason.
Still didn't really hurt him.
And iRacing's damage model for the prototype is basically, I don't know, maybe it's your damage, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden this little tap will break your car.
It's almost like you're peaking from experience, Andrew.
Shut the fuck up.
I know I fucking am from.
1 minute 13.
Oh no, I was in the Corvette. Never mind. I was thinking back to the M-Tech getting when I got hit by the P2, and it in the right rear tire, and it broke our suspension.
Like when I drove it to the tires 4 times in 3 laps.
Hey,
Almost
Morris.
11 minutes worth of damage. Corey,
Can you do me a favor?
kick you?
No, don't do that. I'm doing good so far.
So far, you fell 4 seconds behind.
Shut up! At least I'm still at the podium, goddammit!
Not for
For
long.
now.
Paul's not that far behind you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll run him hard like I did
Is,
harder.
exactly second faster than you in practice. I mean, in qualifying.
What do you
Oh,
want?
and practice.
Bunch of assholes, man.
What do you want, Corey?
I was just going to see if Carter in that the second corner, if he's short shifting.
In turn 2?
Yeah,
1 minute 13.
Going down to second and then up to third?
yeah, like
From-
short shifting there.
Are you only going to third? No, is that,
He doesn't-
no. It's a good, serious question, because
Well-
I'm telling you now, you should go to second.
He's going to first.
Well, see, I was going to say I'm going from. Well, see, I was
the
going to
keyhole?
first to second. Yeah.
The keyhole,
Yeah.
yeah, first to that.
He's going to wait until he gets to about the center and go down to first.
Okay, so he's
Yeah,
delayed.
you want that. Could have just asked me, a pro,
Yeah.
who's not racing, because I couldn't figure it out.
But
you-
if I was, I would have figured it out.
But I knew what gear to get through that corner, just didn't know how to do it fast.
Andrew wouldn't shut up, so I heard that.
What? Thunder symbol.
Oh, I just realized you did fix it.
You didn't? I didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
Maybe IRS didn't like it.
I'm gonna put it back.
1 minute 13.
I don't think I always gives 2 shits what you type in there.
Yeah.
It's not vulgar.
Well,
Like Larson. Hey, that's Paul behind me.
hi, Paul. Hi, Paul.
He ran like a lot faster than you.
Don't remind me.
It was less than a second.
More than a hopeful margin, I guess.
I was just about to click on the SimTV stream, and I just imagined opening it, and it's just that meme of that dog sitting in a bar that's on fire.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Corey, you're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're really backing him up into traffic.
1 minute 13.2.
You're backing up to the side, man.
Real-
And jump into
On the bright side, I don't have to do.
Oh!
DJ, can you feel the arrow? Yep.
it.
Right side.
Do
Still
anything
there.
but prototype
Clear.
Well, second place, Rex.
I'll
Remember
let
that
you buy on
was?
the
That was
street.
Cundinger there. Yeah, that scared me.
Come ding, right?
Yeah, he spun it. I saw smoke and I freaked out, alright?
He got the curving.
Oh, thanks, man.
I did that. I did that a lot. You shouldn't do that.
You just lures
Well,
you
I
in.
did that in the second race of race one. Why I got so pissed. Or second lap of
Second
race
race,
one.
the blade one.
Are we even sure we know what this guy's driving? Can't even tell what a lap or a race is.
That's in my Hyundai Odyssey.
Hey, look at that, you're still in third even though you passed somebody.
That's fine.
Because then he let Paul go.
Leader pit road.
Am I
Leader's
leading?
hitting.
Am I leading Am or is that Thomas guy?
1 minute 13.
Well, now you're in the leading him.
6. That's it, baby. Just stay in there.
Damn it.
Left side.
I can't fucking concentrate, dude. I really can't. Fuck, dude.
Oh no, you're not. You're not in third. You're still in second. He's left now.
Yeah, it's served his penalty. He's in the warpath again. You may not have to do points, Eric, but I still have to take a photo for the Lambo series.
Oh yeah, you weren't here when we talked about that.
Are you gonna just have the pace car?
Yes.
Pace car 1?
It's called
No.
the race. Car. It's going to have driver name, safety car, Porsche.
Porsche wins in a Lambo Cup. Yeah.
Team. Terrible iRacing programmers.
Yeah, we'll have to test that out.
1 minute 14.1. 5, 2.
How's that?
It'll work next week.
Where we put everything into the heat race and then just have like no feature.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the safe one.
I think.
Oh, somebody.
I just drive off the road for no reason.
Who?
I don't know. Whoever was in front of the company there.
Hitting it.
It was
By the
definitely-
way, I kind of want to just throw away the whole Pro-Am thing because people are starting to care about it.
What?
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, but when I get too many people making comments about how they've been demoted and they feel bad for it, it's like, that's not the fucking point, you idiot. Jesus Christ.
People actually feel bad?
Well, Undercover brought that up. It's like, he's been demoted to AM, and it's only because, like, he keeps getting taken out by people. That's why his results have been off, because, like, the one race that he didn't have, the one race in, like, I think both series that he didn't have somebody take him out, he finished, like, with it amongst a bunch of the pro drivers and stuff like that. And I was just like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, this isn't fucking about, like, all you have to do is say, I don't want to be in I don't want to be
Yeah.
him, and then you're
That's
good.
what he said.
No, that's why Jeffrey Fisher messaged me after I told him 10 days ago. I looked back at our messages that, like, if you want to be AM, we can count you as AM. It's easier to keep you there and move you up if your performance shows it, because we had put pro next to his name because he hasn't raced a lot. I was like, it's easier just to keep you eligible for AM until otherwise proven that, you know, that your pace doesn't fit that category, than it would be to be like, to screw you out of the AM championship only to realize that that's actually where you belong. But because the image that I posted, we like made it public what the classifications were, he thought he was still pro because that's what it listed him. I was like, no, the document is up to fucking date, dude.
We need you for about 4 more till we stop.
Like, follow the doc. Only what. I'm not gonna update the fucking picture every single time someone.
Oh, yes, you will.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
And just in general, it's like, well, except pro-am stuff, but a lot of just stuff people ask questions about. It's like, it's in the fucking rules. Read the fucking documents and rules and shit that are fucking there that you should be reading when you join anything, and you would fucking know the answer. Corey, are you streaming?
No.
It's not like me at
Of course
work.
you're not.
We have work instructions. Read them. What are those?
Welcome.
Did Mitch just take out Sarah?
Quit out. I know that much.
Yes, he did.
He looks like he locked up.
He tried getting inside of her.
Ew.
Then it's made.
Yeah, he locked up. Sarah actually gave him the room.
That's
1 minute
That's
13.
sports
I-
concentration.
2, 3.
Catch any corner exit here,
Too
DJ.
many jokes to leave on the table. Too many.
I mean, he just overdrove it. Knocked her out.
That's gonna be battery, assaulting a woman.
It is, yeah. Domestic violence.
I guess I can pit this time.
They're teammates, so we'll call that a home that they share. So if it's domestic violence.
I don't know what the rules are in mid-Ohio, but we might have to go arrest him.
Oh, Ohio, nah, they're fine with it.
I mean, Florida's like no contest, you have to arrest.
Sorry, Zach. I should have told you I was letting you by. I was too afraid to hit a button.
The woman.
I mean, are we sure she's a girl?
I mean, what's his name isn't?
I'm not going to be inside the next corner.
How progressive of you, Thomas, not wanting to assume genders.
I'm just not sure. The voice is so borderline.
Right.
It's either a 12-year-old boy or a girl.
It's like, I don't know what to ask to prove. 'Cause one way or another, I'm going to jail. Are Catholic priest attracted to you? Is that a thing?
Andrew, you know that YouTuber that we played Among Us with that one time and we kept murdering you?
Fuck you.
Sorry, you shouldn't used to get yourself alone with people so often. But
I don't know how to play.
I don't play well with others.
he's like, I wasn't alone. Yeah, but you were going off with the killers.
Right side. Clear?
Yeah, no, she's been getting like stalked by some real creepy dude, and it's been hilarious at how creepy he is, but also like, man, you gotta run.
There's some weirdos out there.
And then he makes
Oh, you're not
videos
allowed
about
to go
her.
that fast.
That's a little much here.
Makes videos talking about how much he enjoys her. And then got a message
Sorry.
from apparently his brother.
Or 11
Derek, go by on the right.
Pretty sure they could use that in the trial against him.
Drop.
At least in restraining order.
It's like she got a message like asking if she could give him her Snapchat or something so that he could give it to his brother, the one who's like obsessed with her. Because because he thinks she's cute, but is too afraid to like make a move. And she's like, "What the fuck?"
1 minute 38.499.
It seems like it from the way that they're acting, but she says she's pretty sure he said he was like 17 at one point.
Close enough.
It's like that makes it worse. It would be better if you were 12. At least there's an excuse.
I love the black marks out of turn 1 where this goes to the grass. Whoever marks all the kid at.
It's from all the Lambo.
That's where we started the race and pulled behind the wall.
Oh, this is what I wanted to bring up. Did either of you guys see that story on Racer about like it was just an opinion article and the question?
Oh yeah, I've commented on it. Yeah, road course fatigue already, and they've done one road course this season. I did see
right
a few
stuff
posts.
to right stuff.
And like, but do you see my comment that I left on it?
Yeah.
Where I quoted from the article where it was talking about
Me
it's like,
versus
with 7 road courses on the schedule, it puts a whole new demand on the drivers
Run by
and
Zach.
teams and
Next round.
whatever, and just how much of a challenge it is and everything. And it's like, oh no, wouldn't want the best drivers and teams in the
Thanks, Mark.
world to be challenged or anything.
No problem, guys. I'm just trying to figure out where to let everybody through safely.
They're
You know what?
challenged.
You know what challenge them less? Not throwing cautions. Things that you don't need to. Like when it stops raining and you still throw a caution for it.
See, that was
Yeah.
dumb.
So Dale Jr., I watched this segment where he was asked about what he was thinking. He said he was thinking the same thing everybody else was. Like, what the fuck is this? You know,
Literally
like,
destroyed
yellow.
about 10 more cars.
You know, like, why did they throw the yellow? Because, like, watching from home, it looked like everything was fine and it was unnecessary. But he said that what he heard from spotters and people that were there when he was asking them about it, they said that, like, you know, it may have looked fine on TV, but it was worse than what it was.
No one put on rain tires.
Looking. Exactly, that's what didn't make sense to me. It's like, yeah, but nobody was putting on rain. No.
I think it was whatever. Brett, I think it was Steve Letard.
Oh yeah,
Zelensky. Yeah, no.
13.5.
Was it the?
Run your line.
It's Cup race now.
Yeah, that's
What was it? But Brad Keselowski was on a show, and they were talking about that. And somebody, I can't remember if it was Chad Knaus. It might have been Chad Knaus. Said talk about they mentioned something about having like local cautions and stuff like that. And Brad Keselowski was just like the typical NASCAR driver. It was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep pushing it until NASCAR black flags me for going too fast through there, and then they're gonna have to look at it, and be like, well, was he actually going too fast?
Yes,
Yeah, that's NASCAR. That's how NASCAR would handle it, because they're idiots. Instead of just being like, you're black flag because we said you're going too fast.
There's a thing called a delta.
Yeah, that
Formula One does it all the time.
exactly that. There's no reason they couldn't introduce local yellows in NASCAR besides the fact that NASCAR would choose the dumbest way to do it.
Yeah.
And
NASCAR drivers would choose the dumbest ways to go about it.
I mean, the fact that they threw the yellow when it had stopped raining pretty much sums up how dumb they were.
yeah, exactly.
It did stop raining, and they threw the yellow.
Right, when they go back and it's like, oh, literally nobody's having an issue on
13.3.
slick tires and all the reason that we did this yellow for. So what the fuck is the yellow for?
They should have thrown it as soon as it started raining, and then people would have been able to make their decision.
Yeah, because you could have had the decision of, well, maybe it's going to rain more, not will it rain for 10 seconds and stops.
I just feel like NASCAR did it just because they were like, well, now it's out of our hand.
No, but surprisingly,
They did it for the show.
listening to listening to Dale Jr. when he's just on his own show and whatever, and out of the spotlight of NASCAR and NBC coverage, even though his show gets posted on NBC.
Yeah, podcast.
It's kind of crazy how much I agree with him when I expect to disagree with him so hard, because he's like, I want them to get to a point where we do this enough that they don't have to throw they can get rid of that rule where we throw a yellow because it starts raining in the race. Let it be on the drivers and teams.
Yeah, it's dumb.
The argument against that, he said, is that, like, well, we haven't done this enough with these cars and these tires. The drivers and teams don't really know, like, what they can take and what they can't. So, like, they don't have enough information to be able to make educated calls on that stuff. And I was like, you know what would educate them real quick is if you told them to make the decisions next time it starts raining.
Like, remember when NASCAR told them when to put them on and then take them off?
They could find out real quick what those limits are.
That's why you have engineers, right? Simulation run.
But also, isn't I'm pretty sure that the new generation car is supposed to be built to handle road course racing better?
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the goals, is for it to drive better on road courses? Because, like, the one thing that I was like, okay, there's a little bit of a thing there in that article was where he was like, you know, they're trying to make stock cars do things they're not built to do, which is like, okay, accurate, but like, you can fix that. You can build them to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if we were still in the old style car where they actually purpose-built road course cars, yeah, okay. But since these cars aren't technically road course cars.
Bullshit. They're brand.
You know what they bring.
Yeah. They're building cars specifically for each type of fucking track all the time now. Again.
13.6. About 5 to go here.
They basically are.
I don't think you'll ever get them to stop doing that unless you just make them not do it. Like, tell them they can't change.
I mean, the next one, they're having the chassis being built and purchased by somebody, like a third party or whatever it is, so pretty much. Yeah.
And when we get to full composite bodies at some point.
Yep. I assume the bodies are going to be the same.
That's not a downgrade, I don't feel like, because you can get away with a lot more with the composite body.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the way that Arca, their composite bodies now.
Xfinity is too.
Yeah, even Xfinity is.
Yeah. It's like, why don't they do these things all at the same time?
I think they're just afraid. Plus, you get like, I guess that gets rid of some body men in the Cup Series because you don't need gas hanging bodies.
Yeah,
You just
save
build
money.
panels on. Then you fire people. So.
Save money.
Yeah, won't. What are the pit stop rules going to be now?
1 minute 13.
I assume it'll be the same, just lug, not just a single lug.
Oh, but they changed anything for the Cup Series, didn't
No, but I mean, like, when they go to the single lug, like, are they going to be like, well, you're saving time by only having the one lug, so we'll get rid of, we're not going to allow, like...
So there's one guy over the wall?
Yeah, are they going to be
each
like,
side or
well,
something?
you've got your tire carrier is your tire changer.
And I feel like that might come later.
Like, are they just going to have, you got the jackman and you've got the front rear tire,
Or
and then you've got the gas man, and that's
did
it.
they slow the guns down to where it doesn't matter?
Or they make them so that they break.
Oh my god, remember that?
I feel like the teams were doing that on purpose at some point.
I mean, Hamilton, they first what, down to like 11, under 11 seconds or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then they went to like what? Third
Oh, those were
party.
like Patrick O'Toole kind of air guns or something.
Yeah, they went to like a standard gun for everyone, and then they all broke for like the first quarter of the season.
1
And you were
minute
playing Russian
13,
roulette with whether or not you got one that worked.
1.
Which is like the same problem I have with the lack of practice in qualifying. When you get a situation like, I mean, I don't give a fuck about Noah Gregson really one way or the other, but you got a situation where hit him where he was like, you know, if we could have fired this thing up on Friday, we would have known whether or not we could race today. Like, what the fuck?
We're not spent all day getting 3
I
laps.
can't believe they don't let them at least do like an inspection. You know, start it
Well,
up.
they have to let them like start it up and make sure everything's running, but like still to not give them time on the track to like make sure that they don't have shit loose. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It
Hose
just
loose,
doesn't make any
something.
sense to me.
Tire run.
Why is like 30 to 45 minutes too much to put them on track for? I don't get it.
Watching an old story on Pocono when IndyCar
Here we
first
go.
went there. The first year they were there, they had 67 hours of practice. That's just back in the day.
Did they treat it more like the Indy 500 then?
Yeah, I mean, it was like considered the biggest race outside of the Indy 500.
Yeah, so they might
I mean, it
have,
was
like
brand new.
Like they had the same kind of schedule.
1
Yeah,
minute
for that reason too.
13.3.
They compared it to
3.
then versus now. Like, obviously they're there now, but when they did, it was 2 hours. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, but IndyCars kind of always had that condensed kind of
Listen,
schedule. 1 or 2 practices.
I want to go back to Pocono just for the frozen margaritas.
I thought you were talking about in iRacing terms, and I was like, all right, when everybody can get mad at you, then when Pocono Road Course is on the schedule, like,
Oh my god.
If they
actually like it. If they put like curbing and like did like
Well,
new asphalt on it, I actually like it.
the new layout of the road course, because the one that's on the old Pocono isn't even the layout that they have anymore. So then I'd like to run it because it looks like an actually
White flag.
meh racetrack.
It's no Roval.
Yeah. Listen, the Roval isn't even that great.
Listen, they should just make like half their races road courses by now.
I mean,
1 minute 13.63. 1.
technically Daytona's just a big Roval.
Yeah.
It just works better because it's bigger,
It's
faster.
it has
I don't even think that like the Daytona Roval is like the best road course racing NASCAR even has. Like I thought last year's like first race there was kind of dull.
Like, 'cause they just didn't
But-
know.
Yeah, but yeah, that's had a lot to do with the fact that they had no fucking practice.
But,
and no
but
one-
tracks like Big Glen are like, those are NASCAR, like, purpose road courses, it seems. Stuff where you can carry speed, you get banking to hold
Yeah, I mean, accidentally, but yeah.
you. Not like, I mean, Sonoma can put on a good show every now and then, but not consistent. Hey, Paul one.
did DJ get his third? Second?
I don't know. Did we not black flag when we were supposed to for some reason?
Were we supposed to?
Probably started 17. Damn.
It just took him.
I'll start 23rd.
Took him so long to get back up to the fucking through the pack. That was all I'm saying.
That was
Keep your
hell.
head in the game, bud.
Well,
We're finished.
I think he pitted earlier too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did him at the pace. Paul pitted later, but he had a big enough lead to keep
Yeah, that
him.
was exhausting. I should have turned down my first three back.
Dude, I'm wore out, man.
Yeah, we could tell, and I hope we didn't wear out your ears.
That made it 10 times harder.
Nice job, Sarah.
Just trying to focus. I'm glad I didn't
Oh, that
overshoot
was a
the
hell of a
corner.
battle at the end there. Holy shit.
Or did you?
I had so much damage, it's all I could do to keep you behind me.
It's waited for